John, if you could rid the world of any one thing, what would it be?
Well, it's tricky, isn't it? Because there are so many problems in the world. So you want to pick something that would make the world a better place, but then also you have your own selfish desires. I guess if it were up to me, it would be sweet potato fries. I just think they can really fuck off. Who wants ironic chips? Who looked at any item on any menu and thought, we should really spruce up chips? Chips were absolutely fine. They were the best thing. Whatever's next to chips, I only eat so I can have chips. That's basically it. And then somebody went, why don't we make them taste like pudding? So, yeah, that or like poverty.
What about you, Sean?
I've had them a couple of times, and once I thought, oh, these are quite nice. Another time, I was probably a bit full from something I had earlier.
I'm absolutely furious about this. Sweet potato. I cannot think of a cause I feel more strongly about than sweet potato fries being delicious. This has caused a real fault line in our team, John.
Yeah, well, you're wrong.
In the Urban Dictionary, John means gift from God, although in his case, let's hope God's kept the receipt.
You shouldn't have to listen to that, John.
I think your turn's coming, mate.
Natasha, what's your four?
It's the word that best describes my teammate, dork.
John, you can't argue with the facts. You are a dork.
My book's called How to Be Jon Richardson in the Parlour, Jon Richardson in the Kitchen, and a Whore in the Bedroom. Brackets, not really, Jon Richardson in the bedroom too. And it's a sort of everyday guide on just how to sort of think and behave, really. So, there's sort of how to walk down the street guide there, so sort of how many points you would get for standing on each crack here. You've obviously got 3 grids here, so you'd have to make sure if you stood on the first 2, you didn't stand on the 3rd one.
Genuinely, is that what you would... walking down that street, that's what you would do?
Well, what I would do in this street, Jimmy, and I'm glad you asked... I would use this middle line here. I would just walk down that, and then I know if I can... I mean, it's quite a long stride for me, that. But if I can hit a crack each time, I know when I get to the end, I'm fairly even. At worst, there'll be a crack in or a crack out, but I'll even that way.
John, summer's here. What have you got planned?
Don't really like summer, to be honest. It's difficult to find the right cardigan for the summer. Costing up weddings. I like to go to weddings and just think, oh, no one's touched them potatoes. That was a waste of money, wasn't it? I didn't used to know that, but since I got married, so I look at everything now and I think, confetti, that's gone on the floor. That was a waste of money, wasn't it? No one noticed the cheese. They were shit-faced, to be honest. I saw one person leave with a full wheel of cheddar. So you wasted your time there. That was my wedding. Unbelievable. I said, take a bit of cheese. Anyway, it doesn't matter, does it?
Who took the cheese out of interest?
Oh, it was my wife's friends. I told them they could have it, but I didn't think they would take all of it. In a way, it was a good metaphor for being married. Take some, and then it all went. My soul, Jimmy. She's welcome to it. It's cursed.
Joe, your turn to pick the numbers.
Shall I have 3 from the top now?
Wow.
Does that make it harder?
Only if you've got the batshit crazy train to what the fuck is going on, lads. I don't know if you've heard of this new technology, the Pedometer. It's for helping you sort of keep fit in your life. This is the most cutting edge. It measures everything I do. I burn 200 calories a day tutting at bad grammar. It's good to know those things. And the goal is that it lights up, you see, with how many steps. And the goal is to get to 10,000 steps a day. But what they don't tell you is it doesn't stop at 10,000. So it's a bit like when you're refilling your car. If I go over 10,000, I have to do another 10,000, because it's not even. So if it's 10,001, I'm knackered. So I have to measure how many steps it is from my TV to my bed, 27. And if I get home from work and I've had my tea and I'm not on 9,973 steps, I'm knackered. I either have to take very big ones, and sometimes I fall down the stairs. That counts as well, bouncy, bouncy. And then if I get to 10,002, I've got to round it up to another 20,000. So I haven't seen my wife for weeks.
John is very organised and always keeps his knickknacks in the same place. He dresses to the left.
I do.
Good to know, OK.
People who aren't on Twitter will know if you thank someone on Twitter, that's called twanking. So I'd like to twank a few people, because people send me nice messages and it cheers me up. They're very sort of inspiring, so this is a message I got sent on the 29th of April. If Jon Richardson can make it into comedy, then so can anyone. This is one of my favourite tweets I've ever got. Fusion Gym, amazing meal at the Wharf, Manchester, with my good friend and comedian, Jon Richardson. Good to see you, mate. Never met this guy, never been to the Wharf in Manchester. And then here we've got just a nice one to end on. Matthew Barker, he's watched my stand-up. Stick to the panel shows. Thanks for that, will do.
2 more consonants and the rest vowels.
Whoa there, whoa there. I'll take over from there, if I may. Let's try one vowel. Let's see how that looks before we go crazy. And let's have another one to keep him quiet.
A.
But then, by all means, let's have a consonant.
Oh, yeah. B.
And then another consonant.
C.
I think this would have been better all vowels, mate. But...
Well, you can pick the last one, then.
Consonant, please.
Yeah, that's what I say when I really want to look at something. Go at 'em, eyes! I've written an erotic novel based on my own life.
Oh, God.
It's called Deep Clean. Would you like to hear some?
I mean, I'm a fan of erotic fiction.
All down the street they could hear the screaming coming from the bathroom. Harder, harder, she cried. You'll never shift that lime scale like that. In the dimly lit bathroom, he stood naked, except for his clothes. Holding in his hand his pulsating, wet toothbrush. All clean, he declared, scuttling into the bedroom. That smells nice, she purred as he emptied the bottle into his hands and began massaging the soft flesh of her shoulders. Good, he said, and it's also killing 99.9% of all the bacteria on your back. Good old Carex.
You haven't written this, you've remembered it, haven't you?
When he'd finished, he stripped off slowly, making 2 neat piles of light and darks. Are you going to tie me up, she asked. No, he laughed sarcastically. I'm going to let you wander around the house willy-nilly while I'm trying to do the hoovering.
Jon, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
Do you know something I don't know? I don't know if I had 24 hours to live. My tidying's all done, so just...
Are you ready at any point?
I think that's secretly what it's about. Get everything tidy and then you can die. I mean, it's a busy time period for the Sky Plus memory at the moment, so I would like to get that ideally up to 100% before I died. Just, you don't want to leave someone to do that, do you know what I mean? To have to delete. Is he going to watch these country files, or did he just think he was the kind of guy
Where
that
are
watched...
you currently on your Sky memory? What's your current figure?
My wife's home a lot, so we currently have below 30% memory.
Wow.
And usually in that situation, I don't leave the house.
You must have so much fun.
She's a lucky lady with her itchy trigger finger. Channel 5, babies make you lol. I mean, not on the evidence they have shown so far. This is getting towards the end now, so things are getting really hot. By now, he was in right up to his wrist. As he withdrew, his hot white load emptied into the washing basket. You can't beat a Sunday boil wash, he whispered to himself. Upstairs, Sarah was still handcuffed to the bed, livid.
OK, Richard.
Okay. Take the 10 and square it.
It's not allowed in Countdown.
Actually, can you cube it? Sorry. Cube it. OK. And then I'd like you to square the 5 for me, please.
I like it.
And then I'd like you to times that 25 by the 2.
The other 2. Perfect.
And then take it away, and you've got your 950.
OK. So, Rachel, mind blown?
That was amazing. That was proper maths, and you haven't used any of the numbers twice.
Thank
it's
you,
never been
Rachel.
done before. It's groundbreaking.
That's right.
You're
You
my
did all
hero.
of those things.
Could it actually be done?
No.
No way.
No.
It's just been done.
Well, despite Richard's amazing maths, no one got any points there. The scores at the moment, Richard and Rob have no points.
No, what? They got...
Hey,
Come on.
Rachel.
Come on, mate.
I'm not even on their team, but he just did something wizard.
If you want to square and cube things, get a job in a fucking jelly factory, mate.
Maybe the weakest comeback there's ever been. That is the get a job in a jelly factory, mate. That's the worst thing that's ever been said.
What's your morning routine?
Well, I get up, I put all the light bulbs back in. This lockdown's over. Flick the power on. Get the remotes out of the safe. Turn the stopcock back on, so we've got water.
Stopcock?
Yeah, the stopcock.
I know what a stop clock is.
No, stopcock.